If you had asked me what I remember about Mother, it would not be as pleasant as I would like, because her life was illnesses of body and soul, and finally illnesses of her arteries, which led to gangrene of one leg that had to be removed, and gangrene of the other that also had to be removed, but she did not recover from that. I think my earliest memory is that I was standing at the bottom of the stairs to the second floor, and Dr. Jones, the family doctor, was going up the stairs carrying his doctor's bag. He was about 375 pounds, so it was a tough go. But when he got to the top of the stairs, he went into Mom's room, where I'm sure she was in bed. The door slammed, and he stayed in there probably 30, 45 minutes. I wondered what was going on. Was she talking? Was she complaining? Was he asking questions? Was he examining her belly? I think my question was about examining her belly, not her heart. But he left, and he left some prescriptions. He sometimes left medicines, pills, powders, and left. I was curious and sneaked a look into the medicine cabinet. Most of the materials in there were related to Mother: pills, powders, ointments. The only thing that I can remember of Dad's there was his shaving cup. As time went on, I remember Mother losing her temper and screaming at me and Evy about one thing and another. And the explanation was she was going through the menopause. All women went through the menopause, and they were unhappy, and they screamed and they shrieked and yelled at people and blamed people for things. I later learned not all women had such a hard time through menopause. And I remember now that I realized that she was having a hard time dealing with Dad. Their relationship seemed quiet and understanding until she began to lose her temper. And I found out that Dad was extremely controlling. And of course, Mother had to deal with that. Anything out of the ordinary that she wanted, she had to ask him whether it was the money or was just permission to do something. An outstanding event was when Mother thought we needed a new bathtub. I guess it was old and cracking, but Dad refused to permit her to buy a new bathtub. And that went on and on and on. And Dad said no. And Mother decided to take matters in her own hands. So she took a hammer and beat up the bathtub. So there was no question we were going to need and get a new bathtub. And then Mother, with further difficulties, sleeping, eating, and it was clear that she was depressed and needed help. She asked the family doctor, David Shemovitz, and he sent her to a psychiatrist in Pittsburgh. She came home. She was ecstatic. I was not home at the time, but I got all this from David and Evy. Mother was so happy. She found someone who understood her, listened to her, made her feel better. And so when she got home, she told us her reaction. And she said to Dad, he makes me feel so good. I want to go back. And Dad said, no. I don't know what else took place, but she never did go back. So Mother had a hard time. She was sick. She was angry. She was depressed. It is not my pretty picture to what happened to her.